to Winging It Buffalo style.
This is Joe Arena.
That's right.
And I'm Allie Hartwig.
And Victoria's off today. All right, we're starting off with those Happy Meals. They've been around forever. Do your kids eat Happy Meals? Well, if they do, there's going to be some changes to them. And here's the new thing. They're adding some fruit to the situation. McDonald's says that starting things this fall, every Happy Meal will come with a fruit or vegetable, like apples, oranges, raisins, or carrots. There will still be fries, but only half as many. So that means parents can't mooch off their kids as much. Expected to cut about by 20% as far as the calories go. Health advocates have been asking for more nutritious meals, you know, to help the kids combat childhood obesity, which is definitely a big issue. So what do you think of that?
You know, I think this is, it kind of goes along with when parents say, you know, you can have this once you eat your vegetables. So I don't think any kid is really going to notice the missing fries from their package, especially because a lot of younger kids, too, like, take 2 bites of something and they're done.
That's right.
So I think this is really, really great, adding something healthy to something that we know isn't so great for us.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I mean, in a little sense, I'm kind of torn because you go to McDonald's because it's a treat. When I was a kid, my parents would take me there because it was like the once-a-month thing. You're still getting some sloppy food, let's say, anyway. So why not have an apple or an orange to go along with it? And obviously, with childhood obesity being the issue it is, you can't fault them for doing this.
Yes, and it seems like you're kind of balancing maybe a little, like something really good for you with something not so.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, well, sticking to the subject of weight, would you break up with a boyfriend or girlfriend because he or she gained a little weight? Well, there's a new study out there, and honestly, this doesn't surprise me too much. A new study from AskMen.com out this morning shows that half of the men would dump a woman who gained weight during the relationship, but only 20% of women would end things with a guy who packed on a few pounds. The website says they conducted the survey to shed light on how the modern man thinks and behaves professionally and romantically.
I also am not at all surprised by this.
None of us were.
You know, you hope better for people, and you like to think that things like that wouldn't get to you. And, I mean, I also think it depends on how serious the relationship is. If you're in a serious relationship and somebody puts on a couple pounds, you're not going to break up with them.
Right.
But at the same time, you become, some people become a little less attracted to someone if their form changes. It doesn't mean that they love them less. It just means they find them less attractive.
Right. You were saying there's subtle ways of conveying that message to your significant other,
yes,
right?
And you don't have to be like, oh, you're gross, I'm breaking up with you.
Yeah.
But you may mention, you know.
What guy does that anyway? You know, who's going to admit that that's the reason why they're breaking up?
Well, that's the thing is, I think that's 50% of men who have the courage to admit they would do it. I think a lot more would do it.
Yeah. All right. We have an interesting fact to tell you. Did you know that it's illegal to get on a school bus in Pennsylvania? That's
if you're an adult.
That's the case. Right, if you're an adult, right.
Not your child.
Right, they encourage it if you're a kid, obviously, because then how would you get to school? Well, back in December, Tara Keener of Pennsylvania went out to meet her 5-year-old son, Xander, at the bus stop, like a lot of parents do. When the bus pulled up, she says she saw commotion around her son's seat and other kids yelling for help. So, of course, as any parent would do, you'd think, Tara jumped on board to see if everything was all right. It turns out Xander was just sleeping, and okay, that was me when I was a kid. I would often fall asleep on the school bus. But now Tara, listen to this, is in some trouble for boarding a school bus without the driver's permission. And prosecutors, they're going after her for this. They're building a case, and I am disgusted when I hear something like this.
I mean, as a bus driver, yes, she did kind of violate a rule or a law in this case, but ban her and her son from using the school bus. That would be a punishment that is fitting because, yes, she did do something wrong. Sure. But wasting taxpayers' money to create a lawsuit over really protecting her child, I think is just completely out of control.
What parent wouldn't do it? And she even said when she was interviewed or speaking to lawyers that I may have heard the bus driver, that is, tell me not to get on the bus, but I didn't hear it. I mean, I wasn't paying attention because my child was involved. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't fault her for that.
Plus, what did she really do? Did she harm anybody?
Right.
Did she cause a scene? Was she violent in some way? No.
Right.
All she did was get on a school bus.
And as you were saying earlier, we were talking about this before the show, there's so many laws out there that people break every day. Anyway, like jaywalking or whatever.
Yeah.
So. All right, our CW star.
That's me.
This lovely lady right here is working on a really cool story that I would actually
you know, I thought of it as I was shooting it. I thought, wow, Joe would really, find this kind of cool because you are an avid golfer. Yes, that's the only reason why.